Jeff Hunter from Proust GMC in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Today, we're going to take a look at the all-new from the ground up, beautiful 2019 GMC Sierra AT4. Come with me and let's go have a look. That's right, not only are we looking at the next generation GMC Sierra, this is the best generation GMC Sierra. Hands down, this is the best truck that GMC has ever made, and I'm gonna show you a few of the reasons why today. Let's talk about off-road, shall we? And the GMC Sierra AT4 has done the off-road version beautifully. And how they've done that right off the bat is starting with a 2-inch factory suspension lift. This is not a level kit, people. This is a factory suspension lift. And what's the idea behind that? Well, combined with the X31 off-road package, which is built into the AT4, that's going to give you Rancho name brand shocks, underbody skid plates, a higher intensity air cleaner, dual exhaust, not to mention the inside, a button for hill descent control. It's going to allow you to, of course, have better ground clearance, right? So you're going to be able to go over those rocks and boulders, mountains, whatever it is, a lot easier. Not only that, but GMC has also done a beautiful job at adding those awesome DuraTrack tires. Again, a little more aggressive, a little more meaty, and that's going to get you through the snow and mud a little bit better. New for 2019 is this little knob right here. Now, what we've always had is auto shock 4-wheel drive, so auto 2-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low. But what we've added this year, and GMC has added this year, is this dial right here. And look what this does. This is going to give us different mode, as you can see, tour, sport, off-road, tow haul. And what that's going to do is it's going to change the shifting. It's going to make it a little bit easier to steer or make it easier to handle the throttle in different conditions, in the optimal conditions to what it is you're driving. Rear view mirror, no biggie, right? No, it actually is a big deal. Check this out. Rear view camera mirror. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. This is giving you a wider field of view. It's HD quality picture. And the idea behind that, of course, is if you have a bunch of people back here, a bunch of stuff stacked up where you're not normally able to see out that rear window, guess what? You can now. Not only that, but again, as I mentioned, you're going to have a wider field of view. For those of you who don't like that, it's a simple flick of a switch right there, and it's back to the regular mirror. Not only that, but you can actually adjust how wide a field of view is, and you can dim and brighten the screen. So if it's at nighttime, it's a bit too bright, you can dim it down. It is now time to talk about dimensions, and I'm going to start by talking about the wheelbase dimension. 3.9 inches longer than our previous generation, which is going to give us a better ride. Not only that, but the overall truck is about 2 inches longer, just over, and we have a seat height increase of about 1.5 inches, which I know a lot of us have been looking for. And the truck is just over an inch wider as well. But that all being said, being that it's a bigger truck, it has still shaved 360 pounds off our older model, and they've done that by using some pretty new and sophisticated materials. Time to go underneath the hood right now and talk about engine choices. Engine choices, yes, GMC is now going to offer 6 different engines underneath the hood of their Sierras. Yes, you heard me right, 6. And we're going to start off by looking at this one right here. This is the 5.3 liter all-new dynamic fuel management motor mated with the 8-speed transmission and auto stop-start technology. Now, what I mean by dynamic fuel management is this truck will run on anything from 1 to 8 cylinders as required. The truck is smart enough to recognize it might only need 3 cylinders at a time, and of course the idea behind that is greater fuel efficiency and using the power optimally. Okay, not only that, but we're still carrying over our active fuel management 5.3 motor in the lower end Sierras. That'll give you the ability to drop from 8 cylinders to 4. It still carries that 355 horsepower. Okay, not only that, but we still carry over our 4.3 liter 6-cylinder motor, and we still have our monster of a 6.2 liter 8-cylinder, you know, with that 425 horsepower and 450 torque. Are you kidding me? Okay, 2 new motors again for this year though. We have a 2.7 liter turbo 4-cylinder. Okay, hear me out. It's got as much power, actually more power and more torque than our 6-cylinder does. And on top of that, we are going to have this year a 3-liter turbo diesel underneath there. Are you excited? Because I am. It's now time to talk about one of my favorite new features of the 2019 Sierra right here. The power tailgate. But not only is this the power tailgate, but I'm sure you've heard of this before. This is the brand new Multi-Pro tailgate from GMC. Let me show you a couple of things. First of all, I can just flip this up and I got a load stop, right? Or I can close that down. There's another button I can hit here. And that's going to allow me to get closer to the truck. If I'm shorter in stature, shorter arms, I can get back in the truck a little easier. And how about if I want to get in the truck? I flip that down and I can get back in here with this little handle. Easy peasy. And I'm going to talk about getting in the back and stepping in the back. Hey, let's talk about steps, right? The steps are now bigger in the 2019 Sierra than they were in the past. So if you have a bigger foot or a bigger boot, you can easily get back in there. The multi-pro tailgate and power tailgate. How amazing is that? And if we're back here, let's talk about the box. 7 inches wider than our previous generation, 3.5 inches on either side that's cut in, which is going to give us more cargo volume than all of our competitors' 5'8" boxes. I'm not kidding you. This has more than a couple of our competitors' 6.5 foot boxes in terms of our overall cargo volume. A massive difference. And we also have a 120 power outlet back here that we didn't have before. And we have some more LED light options. Okay, let's talk about safety features. As you can see, of course, we have the rear park assist, but now we have rear cross traffic alert. That means there's sensors in the back corners so that when you're pulling out this way and somebody's coming this way, it'll alert you before you get any of that big back end into somebody's front grille. Not only that, but we now have side blinds on alert. We have surround vision camera, and I'm going to tell you this right now. There's cameras everywhere. Look at, there's a camera there. There's a camera up there. There's cameras here, and there's a camera out front. That gives you the surround vision view, which is going to allow you to see all the way around the truck if you're parking it, if you're trying to back it up, if you're trying to pull out of a spot, you don't want to hit a snowbank or another vehicle. How about the beautiful 8-inch color touchscreen equipped with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto? Not only that, but your trailering, ProGrade trailering app in here as well. And we even have the ability to switch the cameras on that surround vision camera. And we can't forget about that blue button right there. OnStar capabilities in this truck, turn-by-turn directions, safety features, diagnostic tools. It even gives us the ability to have Wi-Fi capability in this truck. Not only do we want to play in the truck, but we want to tow with it, right? And this AT4 is equipped with GMC's brand new ProGrade trailering package. That's going to give you things like the ProGrade trailering app, which has a host of different features. It's going to give you this right here, which is a light that actually shines down on the hitch itself. Not to mention, you even have tire pressure sensors for the trailer. They're going to show up on the screen there. And you can even get a camera on the back of the, to put on the back of the trailer that will show up on the screen. Not to mention all the round vision cameras that go with that as well. Tons of things behind the ProGrade trailering package I want you to ask me about sometime. It's now time to talk about one of my favorite new features of the 2019 Sierra, right here, the power tailgate. But not only is this the power tailgate, but I'm sure you've heard of this before. This is the brand new multi-pro tailgate from GMC. Let me show you a couple of things. First of all, I can just flip this up and I got a load stop, right? Or I can close that down. There's another button I can hit here. And that's going to allow me to get closer to the truck. If I'm shorter in stature, shorter arms, I can get back in the truck a little easier. And how about if I want to get in the truck? I flip that down and I can get back in here with this little handle. Easy peasy. And I'm going to talk about getting in the back and stepping in the back. Hey, let's talk about steps, right? The steps are now bigger in the 2019 Sierra than they were in the past. So if you have a bigger foot or a bigger boot, you can easily get back in there. The multi-pro tailgate and power tailgate. How amazing is that? And if we're back here, let's talk about the box. 7 inches wider than our previous generation, 3.5 inches on either side that's cut in, which is going to give us more cargo volume than all of our competitors' 5'8" boxes. I'm not kidding you. This has more than a couple of our competitors' 6.5 foot boxes in terms of our overall cargo volume. A massive difference. And we also have a 120 power outlet back here that we didn't have before. And we have some more LED light options, okay? And of course, tons of tie-down hooks in the back as well. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear to see why I call this the best generation Sierra ever made. The idea is this: you have got to come and sit in this truck, see it and drive it to really appreciate it in its full magnitude, because the pictures and video do it zero justice. Thank you as always for watching.